the mud or out the nipple.
I don't fuck with the beers, either Coke 45 or icicles. I'm a whole 4-5s and roll bicycles. Slide by windows, make wives widows. If I smoke wet like you, but I don't, so I'm peace. I say fuck the world because it's so wet.
Future Talks Media, Unpacking Wealth. Introduction, the Forbes 400 and the myth of the self-made. In this docuseries, we aim to challenge the narrative surrounding the Forbes 400 list. My belief is that nearly everyone on this prestigious list already came from wealth. Join me as we explore this notion and uncover the truths behind their success. While many of us look up to millionaires and billionaires, hoping to emulate their paths to prosperity, we often overlook the privilege that underpins their journeys. Millions invest in books, courses, and seminars, striving to unlock their potential and get it out the mud. But what if the playing field has never been level? Welcome to Future Talks Media, where we dissect and analyze information through the lens of history and seek truth in the world around us. This is edutainment for thoughtful adults. In today's hustle culture, where the mantra is, never sleep until it's done, and everyone is a business, we are drawn to stories of those who have traversed the poverty to wealth divide. But what if this narrative is a mirage? Many of these so-called self-made individuals have benefited from generational wealth, connections, and opportunities that are often invisible to the average person. Consider this quote from Elon Musk on wealth and work. If you have millions of dollars, it changes your lifestyle. Anyone who says differently is talking nonsense. I don't need to work from a financial standpoint, but I do. I work every day, including weekends, and I haven't taken a vacation in years. Through this series, we'll investigate the true origins of wealth among the Forbes 400, shining a light on the structures and advantages that have propelled them forward. Each week, we'll release a new episode designed to help you break free from the constraints of misleading narratives and empower you with the knowledge to forge your own path. This is Future Talks Media, edutainment for reasonable grown folks.
Us back to when you really started all of this.
Well, that was the summer of '95. I had no money whatsoever. I was working, doing research in Silicon Valley on a completely different subject and trying to start this company at the same time. And when it came time to decide, do I want to do graduate studies or do I want to start this company, and I decided to start the company, I had no money. As a graduate student, I would have received a scholarship and a stipend and so forth. In starting the company, I had nothing. I had no income source. So we found that an office was actually cheaper than an apartment in Silicon Valley. So we got this dinky little office that had a leaky roof. It was just the nastiest place you can imagine.
And you lived in it too?
And I lived in it too and showered at the YMCA. This lasted for about 3 or 4 months. And the reason we chose this office, in addition to it being really cheap, was that there was an internet service provider on the floor below. So we were able to get really cheap internet access by drilling a hole in the floor and connecting to their server directly.
Future Talks Media, the rise of Elon Musk. Forbes number 1, Elon Musk. Age, 53. Net worth, $244 billion. Industry, multifaceted, notably in automotive, AI, aerospace, and technology. Birthplace, Pretoria, South Africa. Overview. Elon Musk's journey is a remarkable tale of ambition and innovation. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, to May Musk, a model, and Errol Musk, a businessman and engineer, Elon displayed an early interest in technology and entrepreneurship. He briefly attended the University of Pretoria before moving to Canada at 18, acquiring citizenship through his Canadian-born mother. After 2 years at Queen's University in Kingston, Canada, Musk transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned bachelor's degrees in economics and physics. In 1995, he moved to California to attend Stanford University, but dropped out after just 2 days. Together with his brother Kimball, he co-founded Zip2, an online city guide software company that was sold to Compaq for $307 million in 1999. That same year, Musk co-founded X.com, an online banking service that would eventually merge with Confinity to become PayPal. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. Musk then used $100 million from this sale to establish SpaceX, a private aerospace manufacturer and space transport services company.
Hi, welcome to SpaceX. Here we're in the lobby. It's very white right now, but there are actually some cool elements coming.
In 2004, Musk became a key investor in Tesla Motors, now Tesla Incorporated, eventually stepping in as chairman and later CEO. His vision extended beyond electric vehicles. He co-founded Solar City in 2006, which was acquired by Tesla in 2016 to form Tesla Energy. Musk has continued to push the boundaries of technology with proposals like the Hyperloop high-speed transportation system and the creation of OpenAI in 2015, a nonprofit focused on artificial intelligence. The following year, he launched Neuralink, a neurotechnology company, and The Boring Company, dedicated to tunnel construction. Musk's journey hasn't been without controversy. In 2018, he faced legal challenges from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, regarding misleading statements about Tesla's funding. He settled the case by stepping down as chairman and paying a $20 million fine. More recently, in 2022, he acquired Twitter for $44 billion, merging it into the newly created X Corp and rebranding the platform as X. In March 2023, Musk founded Chai, furthering his commitment to advancing artificial intelligence. Future Talks Media, the truth behind Elon Musk's rise. The struggle, myth, and entrepreneurship. Don't get me wrong, the game of business can be a grueling, heart-wrenching, and often financially draining endeavor. Yet, it can also lead to incredible success without the uphill battles we often hear about. So why is it that most entrepreneurs, especially those who have achieved extraordinary success, rarely acknowledge the role of privilege in their journeys? Why do we hear stories of struggle, pain, and last-minute rescues instead of admissions of luck and blessings? Wouldn't it be refreshing for a successful entrepreneur to say, "I was fortunate, money was part of my upbringing, and I had the resources to create the world I live in"? Yet, figures like Elon Musk seem eager to highlight their struggles.
I had no money whatsoever, and I decided to start the company. I had no money. In starting the company, I had nothing. I had no income source.
So, was Elon Musk just a regular guy who worked his way through college, burdened by six-figure student loan debt, and through sheer grit and determination invented electric cars and built rockets? Let's delve into the truth. Elon Musk's narrative, tweets, and reality. Musk himself has addressed claims about his upbringing, particularly regarding allegations that his father owned an emerald mine, which supposedly funded his privileged life. In a series of tweets, Musk refuted this notion. "This is a pretty awful lie," he tweeted on December 28. "He didn't own an emerald mine, and I worked my way through college, ending up till about $100K in student debt. I couldn't even afford a second PC at Zip2, so I programmed at night while the website worked during the day. Where is this BS coming from?" Musk also shared details of his early life, stating, "I left South Africa by myself when I was 17 with just a backpack and a suitcase of books. I worked on my mom's cousin's farm in Saskatchewan and a lumber mill in Vancouver. I attended Queen's University on a scholarship in debt, then did the same at Wharton and Stanford." Shortly after Musk moved to Canada, his mother, May, and his siblings joined him. May, a Canadian citizen, had already established her life in Canada. Musk's parents divorced when he was young. His father, Errol, was an engineer with a complicated relationship with his children. Musk enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario in 1989 and transferred to the University of Pennsylvania on scholarship in 1992, graduating in 1997. After graduation, he co-founded Zip2, a city guide software company. Musk detailed the funding of Zip2 in another tweet. "We started Zip2 with $2K from me, plus my overclocked home-built PC, $5K from my bro, and $8K from Greg Corey. My dad provided 10% of a $200K angel funding round much later, but by then the risk was reduced, and the round would have happened anyway." In 1999, Zip2 was sold to Compaq for approximately $300 million. Musk used those funds to establish X.com, which would later become PayPal, sold to eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. May Musk's perspective. May Musk also responded to claims about their upbringing, sharing her own struggles. To add to the truth, we went to Boston Chicken in Philadelphia for Thanksgiving because we couldn't afford a turkey. We spent 3 weeks making our rent-controlled apartment livable in Toronto. She recalled, "We lived at 4,000 Yonge St. Over the holidays, my nephew reminded me that Elon, Kimball, and I took turns sleeping on the bed, couch, and carpet. A friend said our apartment was very small. I didn't think so. We still managed to have a lot of fun." May has openly discussed her challenges as a single mother, recounting how they had to stretch their resources. "I had a client with a butcher who would give me a beef roast once a month. I would cut it up into 4 pieces, freeze 3, and cook 1 so we could have meat once a week," she shared in a 2015 interview. Future Talks Media, Elon Musk's journey to the top. The rise of a dot-com millionaire. Elon Musk's journey is a quintessential tale of ambition and innovation in the tech world. After his early successes with internet startups, he became the embodiment of the late 1990s dot-com dream. In 1999, he sold his first company, Zip2, to Compaq for approximately $300 million. This initial windfall paved the way for Musk to co-found X.com, which would later evolve into PayPal. By 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, further solidifying Musk's status as a tech mogul, founding SpaceX and Tesla. In 2002, Musk founded SpaceX, now valued at an estimated $33 billion. The following year, he co-founded Tesla Motors, which currently boasts a market cap of around $57 billion. Despite these achievements, Musk has famously remarked, "Vacations will kill you," highlighting his relentless work ethic. A timeline of triumph. 1984, at just 12 years old, Musk created a basic-based video game called Blastar and sold it for around $500. 1995, Musk co-founded Global Link Information Network, which would eventually become Zip2, securing initial funding from angel investors. 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for $307 million in cash. Musk netted $22 million from his 7% stake and invested $12 million in X.com shortly after. 2000, X.com merged with Confinity, evolving into what we now know as PayPal. 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, with Musk receiving $175.8 million for his shares. Later that year, he founded SpaceX. 2003, Tesla Motors was founded, and Musk became involved in its early funding rounds, investing $6.5 million. 2008, after several failed attempts, SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon 1 rocket, securing a critical $1.6 billion contract from NASA. This success was pivotal, as Musk was down to his last $30 million at the time. 2010, Tesla went public on NASDAQ, raising $226 million in its IPO, marking a significant milestone as the first American car company to do so since Ford in 1956. 2012 to 2020, SpaceX and Tesla experienced exponential growth, with valuations skyrocketing. By 2020, Tesla became the world's most valuable automaker, surpassing industry giants. 2021 to 2022, Musk's ventures continued to flourish, with SpaceX reaching a valuation of over $100 billion and Tesla's market capitalization hitting $1 trillion. In 2022, he acquired Twitter for approximately $44 billion, further diversifying his portfolio. Conclusion: the myth of struggle. Despite the narrative of struggle that often surrounds successful entrepreneurs, Musk's journey reveals a more nuanced reality. His early life was not without challenges, but he also had the advantage of a solid educational foundation and initial financial backing. As we explore his story, we ask, did Elon Musk truly come from the mud, or was he always destined for success? The legacy of Elon Musk, privilege or perseverance. There have been claims that Elon Musk's father, Elon Musk, and his family benefited from the systemic advantages of apartheid in South Africa. While Elon has publicly denounced apartheid, it's hard not to scrutinize how these factors may have influenced Elon's early endeavors. From a young age, Elon exhibited extraordinary intellect. At just 4 years old, he famously said that darkness is merely the absence of light, an insight that speaks to his unique perspective on life. It's evident that he was raised to pursue his passions, but as aspiring entrepreneurs, we must critically examine the narratives of those we choose to follow. When millionaires and billionaires present themselves as self-made individuals, fabricating tales of struggle and hardship while surrounded by a network of angel investors, we should take a closer look. If they preach a relentless hustle culture, urging others to work non-stop while they themselves have teams of employees doing the heavy lifting, it's worth questioning their authenticity. I have respect for anyone on the Forbes 400 list who acknowledges the privileges and advantages they were afforded, rather than diminishing their significance. This series aims to explore a crucial question. Did these individuals truly get it out the mud, or did they rise from the suds of privilege? Join us weekly on the Future Talks Media YouTube channel for new episodes as we dive deeper into these stories. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and engage in the conversation below. Next up, Jeff Bezos.
About him owning an emerald mine, about his dad owning an emerald mine, and the fact that he had emerald money that helped him. No! His dad never owned an emerald mine. He was poor as fuck when he came into America. He pulled himself up by his own bootstraps, and he didn't have no help from nobody. And who has been making this claim that his dad had an emerald mine? Well, he did. And
I don't fuck with the beers, either Coke 45 or icicles. I'ma hold 45s and roll bicycles, slide by windows, make wives widows. If I smoke wet like you, but I don't, so I'm peace. I say fuck the world because it's so wet. Like the